Let's say you are working with a list in Java and you want to maintain a count of each element that is present inside the list. This is how you can do with the help of two different approaches. So let's start with our example. Let's say you are counting a votes in a simple poll for which we have the list that looks like this. So traditionally what we used to do, we used to define the map within which the count will be maintained. So it is a map of string comma integer where the key will be the name of the candidate and the value will be the number of votes that each candidate has received. So in order to achieve our outcome, what we used to do, we used to make use of if else block within which we used to make the three different calls to map, which usually means we used to check if the key is already present inside our map. If yes, we used to increment the value by 1 and we used to store the new value. If key is coming for the very first time, we used to initialize it with the value 1. So this used to work, but if you see it is quite verbose. Now let's see how we can simplify this with the help of Map.compute, which handles both insert as well as update. So the initial logic will remain the same, wherein we need to create our map within which the values will be stored. And while processing the each element inside our list, we need to call the Map.compute, wherein first we need to pass the key that we want to process or for which we want to compute the value. Then we need to make use of remapping function. It is a by function wherein the key is the current key and the value is nothing but the current value. In our case we have given the name as count. So if the key is coming for the very first time, this will contains the value as null. If we are processing the same key again and it contains the value, it will hold the current value. So here inside this we have defined our logic. If count equals to null, which means the key is coming for the very first time, then we will initialize it by 1. If we are processing the key which is already present inside the map, we will just increment the value by 1. So this is how we have written a clean code. Here you will see we have written the entire logic using a single line. Now when we will run our program, you will see using both the approaches we will get the same output, but the approach that we have written using Map.compute is quite clean and easy to read.